Hello, guys, and welcome back to our podcast for Sisters Who Make Waves Season 3, Ride the Waves 3. We'll be reviewing episode 7 of the competition show where ladies in their 30s and up compete to be a part of a girl group. So, Aneesa, what are your thoughts? Don't even have to limit yourself on words. Just give me your thoughts.
Just an introductory thought, I guess. 11 is overrated. I don't know why everyone was fighting for that song. Like I said in the other episode.
I think the song, what was it called? Like Lady or Woman or something? It's like Beautiful Woman. Yeah. That was the best song, and Jessica played herself. Mm-hmm. But I'm glad it went to the team it did.
Yes.
Because that was entertaining. That honestly, to be fair, like a lot of these songs were hyped up, and the only good one was Beautiful Woman.
Exactly.
And that was it.
Exactly. But whatever. So do you want to go through the songs now?
I would suggest you do it since I think you have it in order.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we can start with the first one, and I'll just name them again. The first song is The Stars Light, and that was Cyndi Wong's team. And she had Gillian, Chung, Charlene, Choi, Wu Jinyan, and Zhang Tianai. And that's the one with when they came down on the pole and
they had a little dance moment, right?
Yeah, they had a lot of
the dance was so basic.
It was, but I still enjoyed it because I just like dancing in general.
She looks so proud of herself. She's
I liked her rap part.
That was I also saw she was proud of herself doing that too. I saw it. I was like, she looks so happy with herself. She's like, I'm just killing it. I'm doing the thing.
That's so true. Like just her energy throughout the stage was like, yeah, I'm killing it. Oh, she was feeling herself, and I like that. It made the performance enjoyable.
When she said, I was like, okay. She was hitting it. I was like, all right, lady.
You want to know what's funny though? Remember the other episode when Gillian was trying to dance with Ningjing, and I was like, oh, she can't dance. I noticed her again. She can't dance, but it's making me like her more. It's making me like her more.
Can't dance in that show. There's a team that was wearing like red, and like two of the women were just messing up.
I mean, that's how it's going to be, but I feel
like the cameraman said he's like, oh shoot.
For in Gillian's case, it's just that she's in a team with dancers, so that's why like she stood out to me so much. But it's making me like her. It's like a little Shinwei moment for me.
They should have done a Beautiful Woman thing, and this has made her the star.
Do you have any other comments? We can move on to the next.
I mean,
Crystal, Zhang Tianai, we finally got her idol stage. Yeah, I love that for me. Good. And her hair was she had like the braided pigtails and like the braids here. Yeah, she was so cute.
I like that for her. What was the next performance? I remember the performance, but I don't remember in order.
That's fine. Yeah,
I watched it Saturday, and then I watched the rest of it this morning.
Yeah. So the next performance was 11, which was Xu Mentau's team with Valen, Su, Huang Yi, and Aya and Miuli Wu. And remember 11 was the one when they had the hanging thing and they're wearing all white and they're dancing on the couch.
Mm-hmm.
I think that personally, I don't see why they were fighting for that song. But what I think what happened is that they toned down the ropes and stuff a lot to fit the women, because I think they just couldn't do it except for the leader.
I think the song, the demo was better than the production, like the product. Like the demo sounded really good, so they thought, oh, we're going to sound great. But no offense, I think the woman who sung the demo was the star of that song. It fit whoever that one was.
Yeah. Every time I think about the performance, I just don't see why they were fighting for that song, because like, even when I think about Jessica and she was willing to skip to try to get 11 again, I'm just like, that dance and the song wasn't that good to like basically end up doing a ballad.
I think there's a magic that we just didn't understand about it.
Probably, yeah. Yeah.
That's my only assumption. There's just a magic about it that we just didn't get.
Yeah. I mean, the song was boring. And honestly, the dance was boring up until the ropes came down. So I'm just like,
that was the crescendo, but you don't want to wait too long to be entertained until like the big kaboom.
Exactly. I actually like the stage though, because they had like the drapes or whatever, and I thought it could have been like
something more
than it was. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
but then it wasn't. So I don't know how you felt about it overall.
Honestly, I was kind of just like sitting through because I know how to make commentary, but if I had the option, I would have skipped. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because I'm just like, I'm an internet commentator. I have to watch through this. But if it were up to me, this would be the one I'm just like.
Basically, it was a boring stage.
Yeah, it was a boring stage.
I think.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, you can go ahead.
I think Jessica somewhat dodged a bullet because I think she ended up with a slightly better song in stage. At least hers had some sense of substance.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's what I feel. What were you about to say?
I was just gonna say the one who got eliminated, Huang Yi and Mioli Wu, they were beautiful on the stage. I mean, she got eliminated. I'm assuming no one voted for her because she made a big mistake on stage. But Mioli is definitely my favorite. She's like she has the really short hair.
Yeah, I was surprised she got voted off.
Yeah, well, she's not the one who got voted off. It was the other one who had the longer hair, but still, it's still surprising.
Oh, okay. Because I thought I was confused because they showed like her montage, and I was like, oh, okay. So she's safe.
Yeah, so Mioli is safe. I mean, it's because the whole team was at risk for being eliminated, but in the end, I think only one from that team got eliminated.
So that's why they showed the montage.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was like, oh, okay, bye.
Yeah.
I get somewhat confused with this show. I'm just here for the ride.
Yeah, we're here for the waves. So you want to go to the next song?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the third performance, which is personally my favorite, Beautiful Woman, with Kelly Yu as the leader and Rose Zhang, Kelsey Lu Lian, and Tang Shi.
Great. Yeah. When I was like, Rose isn't gonna do any. When I saw her on the table doing the background dance part, I said, perfect.
But she was really good with that. I mean, the notes that she had, like
was great.
Yes, it was so good. Everything she did.
They're so strategic. They're like, okay, you sit on the end of the table and you sing the chorus, and we'll do the dance. I was like, they're so smart. Yeah. They're so. And she was like, na, 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 da, da. I was like, great job. Yeah. And then when she was doing those background vocals, I was like, yes. And she was just giving me life. Love her wig. We called it. She's gonna wear something that blends with the team.
Yeah,
that was great. What else was good? When they all leaned back and they said,
yes.
I was like, great. I was like, this is so good. What else can I say? They all sound good. I'm glad, again, when Rose gets the chorus, things work out. Because I think her voice pulled the song together.
It always does. Like, honestly, it always does.
I think, honestly, she's the best, my opinion, she's one of the best vocalists on the show currently.
Yeah.
And I think that's why she's able to maintain herself. Like that and her, solid entertainment and like resume that she's been working with since the 80s.
Yeah.
She's great. I'm just loving the fact that she's like, 58, 60, and she's still out here like doing it. Like, this is so entertaining. I have nothing negative to say about her. And the rest of the girls did great too. I love their voices on the verses and the pre-chorus.
Yeah, Kelly's voice is definitely my favorite on this show now. I mean, the other vocalists are great too, like Rose and Sitar, but Kelly, I think, is my favorite. Every performance. First of all, this is the second time that Kelly and Rose are robbed. I mean, I don't think they would have won first, but I think they deserve second or third, not fourth.
I think it's actually interesting how they're all on the same team because I like all their voices.
Yeah.
And Sitar definitely won me over last round when she was singing Monster. I was like, this is just her world and we're just living in it. And then Cindy's giving a little energy. I have nothing bad to say this from. I think every time Rose is on the stage, she never misses.
Exactly. I'm glad that they didn't cut her out like completely out of the choreography. So she did the dance at the end, which I think was, if she could only learn 4 8 counts. That was the moment to do it.
When she leaned back, I said, great. They were just so strategic with using her.
Yeah.
And I loved how like they were dancing, but she's over here.
But it was so good.
Yes, I didn't
and it matched the vibe, like her doing her little arm stuff. It matched, like it was just great. And she looked like the leader. Like the leader in the way that's like, you guys are gonna dance and I'm going to sing.
I just thought, I was like, she's the center. I said,
yes.
I said that. I was like, if there it isn't any other strategic center positioning, this is the one. This is the perfect one. I was that honestly best performance of the night for me.
Exactly. Same.
Yeah. That them and the team that was wearing red, that had 2 girls that couldn't dance. They're on the left. They were both messing up, and the cameraman was like, "Oh my god."
You want to move on to the next performance?
Sure.
The next one, so that's Jessica's team who performed "A Man Without a Name." So it's Jessica, Zhang, Xinyi, Zhang Li, Zhu Zheijing, and Cyndi Wong.
They played themselves. They should have done "Beautiful Woman."
Exactly.
They played themselves.
I'm glad they didn't do it, but they should have done it.
I'm glad they didn't do it because I got what I want, but I didn't think I needed, but I needed that. But Jessica did a great job. I felt like she was living her Girls' Generation energy. Like, I was like, you forgot where you are. You're not in Girls' Generation. She was over here. Ooh, ah. I said, girl, if you don't sit down with your ad-libs, she was trying to save that song. I don't think those ad-libs were on the demo at all. And everyone, and what got me was she was singing her butt off and walking on treadmill where everyone's like hauling the ass. It's like, and they were trying to act and sing and dance. I'm like, girl. Yeah. But it was entertaining. I think the other ladies did good. I think this was the first team she was on that had like decent vocalists. So the song itself had energy. But I just thought it was funny how she was over here. She's like, Taeyang's not here anymore. It's me. And she was singing her butt off. And I said, girl, proud of her for getting all that Chinese down, though. That was hard, I'm sure. And I'm like, oof, because the other songs had a little English, a little Chinese. She kind of like, have something to rely on. But this is like work. Anyway, that's my thought. Sorry to like hog it.
That's fine. I mean, I kind of agree with pretty much everything you said, but that's how I'm just like, yeah. I feel like though it's just a ballad. So I'm just like, a ballad can only be so interesting. You know what I mean? At least in my opinion, it can only be so interesting. And if I were to change one thing about the performance, I would change the color of the treadmill that they were walking on, because everything was like brighter or like neutral. And then the treadmills were just black.
Yeah. What it would have been cool, since I remember the stage being like a beigey color.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but it would have been hot for it to be pink or something, or something. Or, if they like, how they did the light stuff on Rose's last stage?
Yeah.
Where they could have made some kind of like rainbowy thing on the ground, so that way they're like running on like a rainbow or something.
Oh, that would have been pretty.
You know what I mean? Like some kind of like projection. I mean, it was interesting. I thought it was a cool stage. I thought like I liked it better than the ropes.
Me too. Yeah.
I think. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I think from the audience perspective, like our comments about the treadmill doesn't matter because they're kind of looking at an upward angle, so they probably can't see it. But from our view,
running in place.
Yeah. From our view, though, we got like the camera angle, like the eagle eye angle. So I'm just like, we can see the black and the beige. It just didn't look good. At least to me, it didn't look good.
Yeah.
Everything else was fine, though. I mean,
I think they did okay.
Yeah, they were good. I mean, they're dancers, but like their vocals were good, and then their acting.
I just love that one girl that was like,
she's always like that.
She was like,
she's always like that. And the other one is always like leaning back. I'm just like, what in the world?
I'm glad you know that. She's like, and then Jessica's over here hauling ass. I was like, all right, this is what we're getting.
Last performance. Well, out of the team of 5. Yeah. The last performance was Jade, which was Sitar's team, with Fiona Sit, Mao Junjae, Chi, and Amber Guo.
Was this when they were wearing red and dancing?
Yeah, that's the red one in the forest with the orb.
Okay, that was cute, but two of them girls can dance.
You know
And
what?
they were on the left and they were right beside each other. So it made it really bad.
I think the camera angles worked in their favor because I couldn't see it.
I was watching and watching with someone and they're like, look, wait, whoa, he rewind the video and she's like, because everyone the dance is like boom, She said, I was like, girl, y'all missing all the beats, every beat. And they just try to blend it, but I was like, mm-mm. And the camera was like, oh it's like move over to the right. They were bad.
Okay, honestly, I know what you're talking about, and I think that my expectations as far as dance skills go are just lower on this show, and that's why to me I'm just like, okay, that's just how it is.
It was bad because it kept messing up, and those two were always near each other, and every time the cameraman just cut to the other side or close up on the ones that could, and they're on a team where like 5, right? But 3 of them could dance, and the 2 couldn't, and they were never by other ones, so they never blended.
Oh my gosh. That's just like when Crystal messed up, like when the rope came out her hand for 11. And I didn't notice on the replay until she brought it up in the show, because when you watch the video, like they kind of like start to crop her out once they do other things. So you don't really just see her like messing up. Wow. Yeah. These camera people, that's where the magic is.
Because it was a wide shot. And I was like, dang, y'all are messing. I was like, didn't know because of just like to collectively it was okay. But like when you look at just them two, it's like oof. And then the one that's in the middle, like there's 5. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this one right here, girl.
Wait, how was her hair? What was her hairstyle?
I don't remember, but I know the positions. Like she was on, and there's an outer person, and she's right here on the left side.
On the left side? Okay, yeah.
And she's over here. She didn't even do one of these. She said, I was like, wow. She was just throwing it in.
Oh my goodness.
You should have put her on the team with the You should have put her on that team. She would have been able to do her But if she messed that up, then now I'm gonna have a problem with her. Then I'm gonna have to go fly to Beijing.
Yeah. This team definitely had one of the better stylings, I think. Yeah, I think that helped them a lot. I really liked the styling.
Was good objectively removing the 2 that couldn't. The dance was good, the stage was good, the editing on the stage was good, the song was good. I like it. I maybe second, like if I want to rank top 3, it'd be Beautiful Woman, then this one, then Jessica's song, because Jessica was over here thinking she was Beyonce and let the other girls be Destiny's Child. I was like, she forgot where she is. She thinks this girl's generation. I don't know what she's doing. Anyway, what are your thoughts about the stage?
This stage is also one of my favorites. I think out of the members individually, my favorite, she had long hair, like long, gentle, like waves. And her name, I think, is Mao Junjie. I only noticed her this episode, but this is funny because it's the same episode. She was like, yeah, I'm always ranked last, but my team wins, so I don't get eliminated. And that happened again. In this episode, of the overall score, like at the end, her team ended up ranking first place.
It's giving me someone from Girls Planet. It's giving me May. It's giving me May. It's giving me May. It's giving me I got here because I'm always on the winning team.
Yeah.
But me, myself, would have been eliminated a long time ago.
Yeah. Yeah. But I liked this performance, but I think it's just because I felt like her styling was the best out of everyone on her team, this performance. If I were to rank the performances overall,
yes.
I like Beautiful Woman first.
Yes.
Yeah. And then for sure, like by a landslide. For me, I like Cindy's team second. And it's honestly genuinely because Gillian just is so off with her dancing and it's so entertaining. And then Jessica's team for me would be 4th and 11th last. So I guess 3rd place, that's
that dry one.
Really?
That dry one. That dry song. There's a lot of dry songs. They need to stop giving songs with more juice. Oh, that was the second part of episode 7 where they covered "What Doesn't Kill You Make It." Was it that song? They were covering it.
Do you want to talk about those 2 teams together?
Yes.
Yeah, because I think this one would be easier that way. So So the last two teams that went, the first person who went is Na Ying's team who performed Lonely Warrior, and she was with Val and Sue, Sitar, and Jessica. And then after that was Ningjing's team who did Stronger with Charlene and Kelsey. Out of the two performances, which one?
The second one. The second one.
Really, you like Stronger?
It was unexpected, and also the first one, I was like, wrap it up, ladies, wrap it up. I was over it. I'm like, oh, the songs were dry. It wasn't giving.
I felt like Ningjing's song was dry, and it was just the same song from beginning to end.
I mean, at least it was something. At least there was some entertainment with what doesn't kill you. I was like, okay, there's, this is interesting.
Really?
And the first one was just like, wrap it up, girls, wrap it up. Like, y'all just dry. I'm like, next round, bring some heavy hitters. Like, stop with these dry songs. Give these women, if it's gonna be a ballad, give it some juice. Like, they're a good ballad to have good feeling, good production, good something. Like, stop with these dry songs and stop with these songs and stages. Like, and if you're gonna give me a stage just dry or slow, put Rose back on that projection wall with her flowy hair and make me entertained. These dry songs, these pictures, and then I'm over it, y'all. Give me some energy.
I would definitely disagree with you because I feel like Na Ying's song was way more entertaining because I feel like it's Stronger.
It was just the same. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
So in Stronger, it was just the same three women, and they were just fist banging, and then they brought up the instruments, and they weren't doing anything. It was just a bunch of fire. I'm just like, nothing's happening. You guys are just sitting there and just fist bumping. And I feel like on the first stage, they had like backup dancers, and they marched on stage, and they were holding hands, and they did a little bit of this. They had a little bit of everything, and it started as a ballad, but it started to like pick up the pace, and I kind of like that. I felt like Stronger from beginning to end.
I agree. I understand. I think I just like the song Stronger, and I like the little spice towards it. I was like, okay. And I mean, I did like the marching, the I like that. But I don't know. It was so slow in the beginning, so it didn't catch me. Mm-hmm. It needed something. And I was just like, wrap it up, ladies. Wrap it up. And then I think I just liked the blonde one better than the other one. So it just didn't help much. And she was giving me Stronger and Kelly Clarkson.
Even with Sitar's vocals in the first song, you didn't like it?
I was over it. I was like, all right, women, let's go.
She slayed that high note. Her and Jessica's high note. I'm not
taking that away from her, but I just didn't like the song itself. So I was like, y'all are trying to put makeup on a pig right now. Just move it along.
Dang. Wow.
But overall, I think last round had better songs than this round.
I feel like you say that every round. The best round was like just the first round.
Decreasing. Yeah. Where's the budget? I mean, honestly, nothing can defeat. Because she should have won. I will never not be upset about that. Yeah. That team was great because she was like, I'm pointing at you. We're having a hand moment.
Every time it's Kelly and Rose, they're robbed. Gosh. Do you want to quickly go over the eliminated and anything else, I guess, the winners or something?
Sure. I kind of get lost at that point because I'm just like, wow, that was great. And then I'm just like, so
we can make it simple because the show is always complicated. So Cindy's team won the audience vote. But then once they combined it with Na Ying, and everything, the team that won is Sitar's team. So that's the red team in the forest or jungle or whatever.
Not fair. They were terrible. Two girls were over here. I said, no, bring it back.
I mean, it's not, well, technically that team ranked like second or third. It wasn't until Na Ying's team got the extra votes that boosted them to first. You know what I mean?
That's just two Bahye's.
And the eliminated contestants was one is Lulian, and she was in Rose's team with the short hair.
Second, I thought that was the one that got eliminated. You're like, no.
Oh no, I think you're mixing up with someone else. So she has like a bob, like Unha bob, And the short hair one that I like actually has like a pixie cut short hair.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, whoa, I thought the pixie hair girl was getting cut. And I was like, oh, that's unfortunate. I thought she's doing well. So she's still here.
Yeah, the pixie cut is still here. The one with the bob is eliminated now. And she was the one who was also in the team that was up against Monster, if you remember.
Okay.
Yeah, the second one eliminated.
With the flat with the not the roses, the feathers, and they're going woo.
Yeah. And the other two eliminated were both on the team 11. One is Aya, who was the comedian, and the other one is Huang Yi, who, I mean, she looked very girly and feminine in this performance, but usually, like, I think her hair's short and she looks a little bit more fiercer.
Well, they lasted 3 rounds. That's
pretty good.
This show's going on for a long time, and in reality, produce world, that's great.
Yeah, that's really good, actually. 3 rounds.
Because if you make it to the 3rd round, that's a constant challenge. We should have been in the finale by now.
Yeah, I think they do like 5 rounds and then the finale or something.
Yeah, this show is going to be all of summer.
Yeah, well, I mean, for a lot of these women, they don't want to debut. They just want to perform on stage. So that's why they're like, we're going to do like 5, technically 6 rounds if you count the finale. And there you go.
I'm not jinxing anything, but what if Rose makes it?
Ooh. I feel like I'm at the point where I'm just like, I don't care who gets in. I just want certain people in the finale. And that's because I know these groups, when they form the group, they don't do anything. They do a little cute reality show, but they don't make music together or anything.
Rose would be great for that.
You're right.
Each steps we've seen. There's a new one. But I want her to make it to the finale at least.
I think she will, because she seems to be like not only a favorite outside of like performance days, but also on the performance day, she's always consistent and her voice like stands out, so people know her.
She sounds so good on that chorus.
Yeah.
I'm still so proud of her for Wild Rose. She earned it. She was like, I'm coming to you. We're holding hands. She can't see my face. My wig's too big.
This beautiful.
I love her.
So good. Yeah, I need her.
Yeah, I called it from when I saw her in the theme song. I said, "Who's that?" Mm-hmm. I was like, "Who's this woman with the big hair? She's great."
And I think you called her voice interesting then too.
Yeah, so she's interesting.
I already knew. I have like a good handful of women that I need in the finale now. And I was worried because I think one of them was close to being eliminated, but I think that they'll be safe.
Is Rose a part of that?
Yeah, of course. We need another one of these.
If I was like, she's doing her own thing. She's like, I'm coming to you. We're having a moment. Who's next? You.
Honestly, I think her team would have won if they just gave her just one of these or one of these. She didn't do either of that performance.
Because I mean, that song. Let me think. It's too fast for her. She's too fast.
Yeah.
But her first song, who do you think you are? Love it. That's all I have. I think this show, it's like I don't know what's going on half the time, but I tune in. And each episode gets a little bit clearer, and then they change the rules, and then I'm back to being lost. And I remember you say, just accept that it's not produced, and I've accepted it's its own thing. And I
don't even bother trying to understand the rules. I'm just like, who's limited? She's limited. All right.
I honestly rely on you more than I should about that, because like, who happened after the performances? Those commercials be wild. They drinking milk. They showing procedures. They're showing ladies lotion their legs. I'm like, all right, we're moving on, because they were like, get your plastic surgery today, and I'm like, what's happening? And then they showed the procedure. I'm like, all right, this is for the women. This is for the ladies to get a freshen up. They danced, they sung. I have to remember who their audience is, but I do walk away wanting that chocolate straw and some milk.
Oh, I always want that milk by the end.
They said you can't buy yogurts, but you can get this milk. That's all I have. Any final words?
No, I mean, as always, I'm looking forward to the next performances.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for riding with us and being a part of this journey. We're just having fun doing these content for you guys. And after this one is done, we don't know what we're doing next. We might take a little break and then come back at it with another female survival show. So we'll see. But we love you
Female
guys so much.
survival show.
What is that?
Not Boys Planet. Female survival show.
We're going to take a close look at it in a moment. They said 12 members, 5-year contract. We're going to be like, yeah, no. We might come back on to just drag it and then go back away.
Yeah.
Well, that was fun. All right. Love you guys so much. Tell us in the comments what you think about this episode, and we'll always reply. We love you with our whole hearts, and have a great rest of your day.